Good afternoon, peeps. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is the second day in a row, and I'm doing the palette tag. It's been going around, so this should give you an idea of what palettes I have. It's all about all the eyeshadow palettes I have in my collection. Now I have the questions here in front of me, lads, so I'm going to be reading from the questions. Question 1 is my newest palette. Well, the newest palette I have is here. It's from a brand called Inglot. And this is it. It's a very neutral palette. Very neutral. I actually haven't really worn it yet. One of the colours, the highlighter. Okay, so that's question number 1. Question number 2 is my oldest palette. Well, the oldest palette in my collection at present, see I'm wearing a nice little blingy top. The oldest palette in my collection is my Naked 1 palette. Now, I think the only one I've hit pan on is Half Naked. Is it Half Naked? Half Baked. That's it there. That is several years old. I have loved that palette. I've gotten a great deal of use out of it. The next one is my most expensive palette. Well, I would safely say the most expensive palette is this one here. It's by Anastasia Beverly Hills, and it's called the Prism palette, and it's got a lot of bright colours in it, as you can see. It's a nice palette. It's okay. It's not the best in the world. The most affordable palette I have that I like is here. It's by Wet n Wild, and it's called Rose in the Air. And it's lovely. It's a really nice palette. I'm going to open it up so you can have a good look at it. That's it there. I wear that a lot. It's a really nice palette. An everyday palette that I like, if I want to, just like I have very little makeup on today, but if I really want to wear something nicer, because I tend to go for the orangey colours, is my favourite one for sort of everyday is the Naked Heat palette. It's gorgeous by Urban Decay. Love it. Okay, that's sort of that palette. The most colourful palette I have in my collection is by Inglot, and I will show it to you. I'll take the lid off it. Is this little fella here? Oh, yeah. Sunglasses required for watching him. I haven't really used a whole lot of the colours out of that yet, but it is summer. The smallest palette I have that I like, I'm only showing you palettes I actually like. There's no point in me showing you shy. Is again the Rose in the Air from Wet n Wild. I love that palette. The biggest palette I have in my collection is this one here. It's got 2 layers on it. It's by a brand called Fuscia, and I'm going to see if I can open it up because my old hands are not great today. Okay, it is quite bright. It is quite a bright palette, I will admit. Let's see if I can get it out. We have the eyeshadows, and there's blushes on the bottom there. Eyeshadows and blushes. And then on the top row, there's contour, lip colours, all sorts of concealers. Very bright. That is the biggest palette that I presently have in my makeup collection. Plastic is still on it. I may start using it. Okay, next thing, we've gone through the Fuchsia. Best memory palette. Well, the one that brings back the most happy memories for me is this one here, because I was so excited to get this palette. Naked 1 by Urban Decay. Oh my God, I couldn't believe it. I just thought I'd died and gone to heaven. The colours are fabulous and they blend like a dream. So for that reason, I love that palette. The palette that's worth the hype, in my opinion, is the Naked Heat palette. Great palette. Umpteen looks I can do with it. And that's really worth its weight in gold. The one that I don't think is probably worth the hype, I just don't find I can get a lot of looks with it. Now, don't get me wrong, I do like it and I do use it, but there's an awful lot of the colours in this that are going to waste, and that is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Prism palette. Like, a lot of the colours I don't use because A, they don't blend well, or they don't look well when you have them on. So that's that part of this word. Then my favourite palette for my favourite brand, well, would be the Naked Heat. Love that palette. And of all of the palettes, the most used of all of the palettes is this one, the Naked Heat. Yet again, most used palette in my collection, it's a draw here. You've got the Wet n Wild Rose in the Air, which I use on a regular basis, and you've got the Naked Heat. So there you go. I do love them. I also like to use the Naked one back in the day. I used that an awful lot. So that is it. That is the palette. I tag everybody and his grandpa and his dog and whatever else to do this. And I'll watch them if you link them down in the comments. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. You'd be very welcome to become part of the family. Click the notification bell next to the subscribe button and you'll get updated and informed when I upload a video to my channel. So I hope that was informative. Give you food for purchasing. Of all of them, if there was one thing, if there was 2 palettes I would purchase out of all of them, actually there would be, I don't have a huge collection, but one would be the Rose in the Air, if you want something that's cheap and cheerful, but extremely good. The Inglot one is single eyeshadows put in a palette. That's why I can't recommend that, because it's not actually strictly a palette, but it is a palette, it's been made into one. And the other one is the Naked Heat. So they would be the 2 that I would really go and spend money on. I would have said Naked one, but it's been discontinued. Okay lads, that's it. That's my take on the palette tag. Hope you enjoyed. Have a lovely day and I shall see you all next week in my next video. Take care. Bye.